Good morning, team. It's day 5. You've probably got nice tender arms by now, slightly tender pectorals. Welcome back to the Barn Theatre. I'm David from CrossFit Cirencester, aka Disco.
And I'm Anna. So as David said, this is our last session on our skill, the push-up. So I hope you're ready for the retest later. You ready?
Well, I'm a bit sore, so we'll see how we go.
Right, do you want to say what we're going to do today?
So today's workout, we're going to start off with a nice gentle warm-up so you get through some new skills that we might be able to add into workouts later on over the next few weeks. Then I go through a little skill recap before we then hit our conditioning. As Anna said, we're going to retest those push-ups today to see how much you've improved or how much the variation is on your technique in a week.
Yes, absolutely, and we should see some kind of progression. It might necessarily not be the amount that you do, but you just might be doing them a bit better and more efficient. Yeah,
typically this kind of retest we would do every probably a 6-week block or a 12-week block, even something that long. So you can definitely get a nice gradual progression. In a week, it's quite hard to get an improvement on the reps, but you certainly will feel a difference in your technique.
Absolutely. So don't worry if that number doesn't change.
And we have a little quote for you today. Our quote for today is embrace your uniqueness. Stay true to you. Believe in miracles. Sparkle from within. And enjoy the journey. Hope you've enjoyed the journey this week with us. It's only week 1. We've got loads more still to come for you over the next few weeks.
Absolutely. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. So let's make a start with our warm-up. So we're going to start with something very, very gradual, a high knee. So literally on the spot, it's a high knee. So we're going to do 25. You guys, if you want to go a little bit faster, you can go a little bit faster if you want to.
Shall I show that?
Yeah, you can have some fast ones. So this is called an A march. So we use this in our running drills to teach you how to run correctly. You could do an A skip where we add a little hop in between. So it's slightly more dynamic, but not quite as dynamic as what Anna was doing.
Two touches.
Next, we're going to go for a toe touch, an arabesque. There might be some of you who've done ballet before. So very simple arabesque. Okay, touching the floor. Again, you could do this on a chair, so reaching forwards on a chair. But we're going to do this one. So in terms of the movements we're working here, it's obviously balancing on one leg. Get a hamstring, calf stretch. Understand that proprioception, so it's a nice straight line through your body. As your head goes down, your leg comes up.
Butt kickers.
Butt kickers. We're going to turn it all around the way. We're going to do that posterior chain. So literally is heels to butt. I'll do it side on.
Or
we can increase the intensity and do it slightly more dynamic. You can add the arms to make it more sport specific. Or again, you can hold onto a chair and do it holding onto a chair. Lots of variations.
side lunges.
So a bit like our Cossacks.
But not as deep.
Yeah. And again, we can just hold on the chair as well. Or a little step and just transfer the weight from left to right. So notice we're trying to keep our chest upright. That knee travels a little toe. We're going to do quite a few reps in this one. We're going to do 25.
Yeah.
So everything's gradually warming up.
So, squat sequence.
Squats. So now we're going to go through a whole sequence of squats. We're going to start with a wide base. We call these sumo style squats, like a sumo wrestler. We're going to perform our squat, work to a depth that feels safe for you, and come back upright. So again, some of you might not be able to go the whole way down, as we talk about all the time, hip crease below knee. You might need to go part of the way down. Again, keep that chest upright. Let's try 5 reps. One more of those. So we're using our hands out in front to counterbalance. We'll bring our feet back together again. So neutral, so just outside hip width. I can try our nice strong squats again. We'll do one more to make it 5. Then we'll bring our feet back in to a play or ballet style squat. So exactly the same thing. My knees track my little toes, chest stay upright. And we're going to a cobra with an inchworm. So we're going to make sure the wrists are nice and warm. We've prepared our body for some push-ups coming in a moment. We're going to walk out on our hands. And we're going to lower our hips towards the floor. So we've hit a cobra position. Lift the butt up, walk back in. That's number 1. Let's go for 5 of these. Walk out on the hands. Lower the hips down, nice and slow, gentle, doesn't need to be fast. Walking back in. It's number 3. And if you're struggling with these ones, just do fewer reps. So if you're hitting 5, we'll aim for 3. You have 1 to go.
That was a good one on the back, definitely.
So again, we're preparing for a push-up without actually doing a push-up.
So,
Skill work.
talking about push-ups, we're going to recap what we did on session 1 this week. So, David, get you to demonstrate the push-up. Do 2 reps for me. So, what we've been working on all week is trying to perfect that position. So, what we've worked on, the front-loaded position into the shoulders, into maintaining a hollow position, the chest touching the floor, keeping the thighs off the floor, and then being able to drive up, maintaining the hollow position. Now, the scale version, do you want to show that, what we worked on? Because you couldn't do it on your toes. This was the scale, but we're still maintaining the front-loaded position and the hollow position. So hopefully, that's become a little bit easier over this past 5 days. So we want to show you some advanced options. So for some of you that have worked really hard and that has become comfortable, these are a few things that you can try and challenge yourself with. Should we start with the plyometric?
I think the plyometric one. So we've talked a little about muscle contraction this week. Isometric muscles contracting but not changing length. That concentric muscles contract and shorten in length, like a bicep curl. It's a classic. Eccentric we use a lot for our rehab stuff, while muscles contract and lengthen. Now we're doing a plyometric, so it's more dynamic. Your muscles are contracting, but they're forced against the gravity. So you'll see that happen in a second when I start doing these.
Right, so David, let's get you to demo. So as you can see, David is creating power from the floor on his drive up to allow him time to clap.
So sometimes at the gym, you might ask our members to do this on a deficit. So they might put some plates on the floor, that's as in lifting plates, not dinner plates, and we ask them to jump to and from the plates, so adding more height.
But if you're not quite ready to do it on your toes, you can still do a plyometric movement on your knees.
Can indeed.
So you are still working in that power phase. So you can see we're still maintaining that hollow position throughout. So that is really, really important.
So again, it's that contraction against that force to the gravity and the weight of your body on the way down.
There's also elevated push-ups. So if you have a stool or box or just a stair, you can pop your feet on. I'm going to hold it just to make sure it's nice and supported for David. He's going to maintain the hollow position, but now what we're forcing him to do is travel further. So he's almost in a deficit position. So we're putting a lot more weight onto the upper body.
Yeah, so my feet being elevated, I was taking more weight through my arms and chest.
Yes, absolutely. But you still have to try and maintain that hollow position throughout.
Good.
That was good. So there's a few more options for you, for those who have found this week quite easy and comfortable and wanted to challenge yourself with something else.
Ready for the next piece?
Let's do it. Right, Metcon retest.
Okay.
So, for those of you who joined us on session 1, we tested you. We put a minute on the clock and we were trying to see how many press-ups you could do in that minute. Any scale you wanted to, the full scale or on your knees. So what we're going to do today is retest and see if you have improved. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to improve how many you've done. It might just mean that you feel a lot easier and you feel more comfortable and confident doing those push-ups.
Once you finish that, we'll then go through and give you the briefing for the workout. We're going to have a go in a moment. The workout involves no push-ups whatsoever.
No,
So let's get into those push-ups.
Don't worry.
I've got some leg stuff to get you out of breath.
So, once we finish the minute, you are going to move on to 100 air squats. Air squats being this movement. So again, trying to achieve your bum lower than your knees. If you need to, you can use the chair, or you can just keep your bum a little bit higher.
So again, if you get lost, you can just copy us as we go through the workout with you.
Once you've done 100 of those, you move on to 100 glute bridges. Do you want to demo, David, because you're on the floor?
So glute bridge, again, we talked a little bit about activation for your butt. Your butt doesn't get worked very often. So this is our first one. We did tabletops, was that on Tuesday?
Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember.
This again is a shortened version of that.
But there is a catch. There's always a catch. So, every minute, you are going to have to perform 3 down-ups.
This is the full thing. It looks like we're just got a burpee without a jump.
Or, if your arms are feeling a little bit tired from all those push-ups, you can stay in the higher version. So, you're trying to complete 100 squats, 100 glute bridges in 7 minutes, but we're interrupting you because every minute you have to stop and do 3 of those down-ups. And then you get straight back up into where you left off.
So it really rewards those who push hard in those earlier rounds.
Yes.
So still maintaining quality, but pushing hard to try and get those reps bagged in the earlier rounds when you're fresh.
Right, should we start? Let's start. So the first minute will be the retest, and then you go straight into the workout, guys. So we're not going to rest. As soon as we finish the push-ups, we go straight into those squats.
Well, it's only 3 down-ups.
So we will need 8 minutes on the clock. Do you want it to beep every minute?
It will beep every minute, yep. I'm going to program it for 9 minutes, so round 1 will start on 1.
Trying to remember how many push-ups you've done. I vaguely recall 40,
Yeah,
so
it's
we'll
40.
see how David does this time.
Oh no, it's not your turn to test today.
Well, it wouldn't be a fair test because you started it.
Okay, athletes, here we go.
I can help you. How about I help you?
No, that's not fair, it's not a good test.
Why don't we do 10 each? Get ready, guys. So we're starting our first minute, push-ups, either on your toes or knees. You choose the scale that you used on our first session. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it, break every 10.
So I'm breaking every 10 reps. My arms are pretty sore.
That's what you did on session 1
Yep.
as well. It was a good plan for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. Looks like you're on target, David.
Ooh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 30, 20 seconds to go.
Oh, that's
So-
going to be a challenge.
Remember, we're starting with those down-ups. 3 down-ups before you start your squats in 12 seconds. 9 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down-ups, guys.
Wow.
3 down-ups.
So hopefully if you're feeling like I am, I'll take a little bit of a breather before we start these down-ups.
Squats.
So I'm going to use the squats to get my breath back.
Ready?
Active recovery for all those who are CrossFit athletes.
Why don't you do 10 and then I'll take over.
Off we go. That's 20. So Anne's in around the 20, I think. Is that right?
Yep.
I'll take us to 30. 15 seconds on the clock.
Get ready. Those down-ups, David. You're going down this time. So that's 30. How many did you do?
9. This is 10.
It's 40. Go for it. So we're on 40 reps. Remember to do those down-ups every minute,
I'm
guys.
not expecting you guys to go as fast as we're going, because we're sharing the work.
Awesome.
So again, keeping that chest upright, sitting as low as we can in that squat. Safe for you if you want to scale to a chair. Scale to a chair.
10. So we're halfway. Halfway through those squats. 30 seconds till our next lot of down-ups.
So again, 20 around. It's going to be quite a competitive number of reps.
So that's 70.
How are we doing on time?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many is that?
9 and 10. Anna's finished her third down up.
So that's 80.
80.
20 left.
10 each.
Yep.
So that's good pacing if you manage to do 20 a round. I think that's what we're hitting, 20 or 30 a round, I think. We're on
10. So we're on our
Approaching.
last 10
4 minutes on the clock.
before we move on to the glute bridges.
Glute
Right.
bridge away. This is quite a fast movement. Again, it's not going to get as out of breath as a squat. It's quite isolated.
I'll stay down then until you do the down ups.
Oh, okay. 5 seconds.
14, 15, you go.
1, 2, 3, 15 so far, yeah?
That's 15, yep. So we really want to see a good squeeze at the top, guys. So really squeeze those butts.
25,
What do you want to go to?
30,
Yep.
9 and 30.
Okay.
25 seconds, Anna. So remember, this is isolating the butt, a little bit in the hamstrings. 10 seconds.
7, 8, 9, 50. We're halfway. Right, is it
5
my
seconds.
turn?
Oh, sorry, I don't mind.
Do you want to do it?
That's fine.
Be nice today.
Always nice. So notice I pop my feet in towards my hands, which makes it really efficient on those down ups.
So we're on 50. So when you're doing these glute bridges, you want these knees to track out, guys. You don't want them to collapse inwards, so really keep an eye on that. What do you want to go to?
That's 60. 1, 2. 65. So we are 6 minutes, approaching 6 on the clock. So then we can probably finish the next round.
80.
10 seconds.
85. I'll do them this time,
Okay.
don't worry. Give you a rest.
Lost a little thingy.
Oh dear.
So it's going to be our last round of down ups.
1.
So we said this kind of workout rewards working hard and fast.
3. So 85.
85. 15 to go. Get maths and fitness all at once.
So 42 seconds left. Think you can do it?
I think we can.
Just keep going, guys. As many reps as we can.
15, 14, 15.
Well done. Whew. So keep going, guys. We're trying to get as far as you can until you've completed the whole workout.
You guys get an extra round. There's still another minute to go after this one.
You got
This will be
this.
7 minutes at the end of this beep. Hang in there, team.
So remember, you've got those down ups first. Don't forget to do them. Everyone forgets to do them in our gym, don't they? They forget to hear the beep.
Yeah. Don't add extra down ups at the end either.
Right, 3 to
Last
go.
round, team. So 3 down ups into whatever reps are remaining in your workout.
So if you haven't finished, this is where you need to push. Push out those last lot of reps.
Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze that hamstring.
Yes, 45 seconds.
If you're repeating this exercise, you could do this with your feet on an elevated position if it wasn't hard enough the first time.
Absolutely. So that's how we make it a little bit harder.
Just 30 seconds to go, athletes. 30 seconds to go.
You got this.
Once that clock beeps one more time, we've hit our time cap. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds to go.
Last push.
Looking strong, team. Hang in there. 15 seconds.
Oh,
Last few
ten.
reps.
Go on, you got this. Speed round.
And final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Time.
and rest. Well done, athletes. You get a high five. You guys get high fives. Well done. So I'm going to finish up with a nice little cool down now.
Yes.
Can you take us through that?
We've worked really, really hard on our glutes, so I think we need to start on our glutes
Okay.
today, don't we? So we're going down to the floor. Do you want to use the chair or do
I'll
you
use
want
the chair
to
again.
go on the floor?
Yep, I'll use the chair, it's fine.
So we'll come down to the floor, guys. You're going to place one foot onto the opposite knee, pull your hands through, and you should really feel that stretch on your glute.
So this is
Now-
your half lotus again.
Yes. So the more this knee goes out, probably the more intense you're going to feel that stretch.
Equally, the more this knee goes down, the greater the stretch. Some of you might find this difficult just putting this position here, so in which case you'd obviously have your leg out straight. We talk a little bit about, as we
Switch
get
legs.
older, this is quite an important one because again, it's that bit to get your socks on and do your shoelaces up and cut your own toenails. So it's, again, it's a good functional stretch really.
So I think we should do the frog stretch next.
Frog stretches,
Those
okay.
hips. Hips have been worked a lot today, so probably you're feeling a bit tight. So, oh,
So Anna's going to do the frog stretch from the floor. I'm going to do it from the seat. So mine's looks slightly different. I'm going to go wide base of my feet, take my hands to the floor. If you look at Anna's position, Anna looks like a frog. Let's do a breaststroke leg kick. Is that
yeah.
position there?
So if you start in a kneeling position, it's probably the easiest one to do, and your knees are going to be a bit further apart. And then your toes are going to be facing out. And then I'm going to come to my elbows, and the more I sit back, the more pressure I'm popping into my hips.
This one's nice and easy. This is quite a good stretch. But again, some of you will still be challenged to get your hands to the floor. That's still quite a hard stretch for some people.
Yeah, this is quite intense.
So as always, 30 seconds to a minute for these ones.
And I think because we've worked our forearms and arms so much today, we're going to go back to one of our mobility stretches. You're going to turn your fingers towards you and just slowly rock forwards and back, because I'm probably feeling quite overwhelmed this week. And we go side to side. And then into our tricep stretch. So we're going to, and our lat stretch, so elbows onto the floor. I'm going to do the double version.
So I'm going to do the same thing, but this time using the chair. So mine will look very much like this, but my head will go through the gap between my arms. It looks like this.
And then just slowly release. And well done, guys. You have completed your first week, full week of training. Amazing work. So hopefully you've enjoyed us, joining us every day, and that you've learned something from us from the 5 days.
Definitely, and you can hopefully still touch your nose. Depends how tight your arms are.
So next week we start all over again. We have a different skill of the week, which we're going to keep secret for now. And we're going to do a whole 5-day program.
5 days again.
Awesome.
Keeping you active for 5 days in a row. Sleeping well, eating well, bring the whole package together. Good job, team. Virtual high fives. Again, don't forget to send us in your first session selfies if you're joining us for the first time today. Remember, you can skip back to previous sessions.
Yes.
We've had 4 weeks worth of training before that. You've missed that on the Captain Tom Moore, Colonel Tom Moore now, hero workout. You missed that on our special Star Wars workouts.
Yeah,
and missed that on lots of good stuff.
Lots of good stuff.
So we'll catch you next week, Monday, for more fitness fun at the barn.
Have a good weekend, guys. Take care.